Inshallah and Ashe, divine will's blessings to you and for you. Are you ready to join me to spill the tea? We're going to be doing some tea time talks, brewing success and magic. So go ahead and sip with us on the third Friday of every month. Join us for an exclusive experience. Spill the tea. Prepare to tantalize your senses, ignite your curiosities, and quench your thirst for inspiration in spiritedness. Get ready to spill the tea, where we steep captivating conversations and unveil the secrets to success. In a world brimming with untold stories and uncharted journeys, Spill the Tea becomes your golden ticket, or at least your golden nugget, to a realm of endless possibilities, a realm where dreams take flight and aspirations sprout their wings. Each month, we'll brew the freshest ideas, steep the most thought-provoking insights, and serve up the juiciest anecdotes from extraordinary individuals who ventured far beyond the ordinary into embracing the extraordinary. As we immerse ourselves in these enriching dialogues, I'll be on hand to answer all your questions about developing your intuitive gifts, ritual, magic, and personal medicine, also known as gift and purpose. So don't miss out. Subscribe to my weekly muse for the latest login details. Our rendezvous will take place online through Zoom. So go ahead and ensure your Zoom ready, whether you're going to use your web browser or by downloading the app for seamless sound. Are you ready to spill the tea with me and explore topics like headphones are highly recommended to unveil the magic? Ashe, I'll see you on the other side. As always, inshallah and Ashe, divine will's blessings to you and for you. And welcome to the weekly snippet. Once again, I am your host, the Tonya D. I'm a practicing holistic shaman, medium, another worldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon, a reflector by design, following the lunar energies through the seasons of celestial bodies, along with the gates in human design. I do call myself a holistic shaman medium, which is just a choreography, a cookery board of them all, if you will, just mapping out the 4 pathways, one design at a time. I'm actually here to show you who you are, why you arrived on the planet at this particular indigenous time through gift and purpose. And if you are new to my show, my channel, please subscribe. Go ahead and ring the bell to alert other celestial beings that really resonate with my frequency, my vibration, the weekly lunar insights, mystic messages, elementals, and more. So did you have any intuitive insights, passions, revealed to you? Maybe they revealed themselves during the Pisces new moon. How was the meditation, you say? Did you use your subtle energetic remote? How was the ritual? Did you find the perfect channel while using your remote? And if you have yet to tune in, go ahead and listen in on the meditation first and then the ritual. There is, of course, still time. There's always time. And also listen to the meditation first and then go watch the ritual. It is a year of remembering. It's our memoirs in our origins of where we came from in the Dagara cosmology. Our roots inherit great intuition naturally, which is the origin. And listen to your higher self, spirit, your spiritual acumen, as we are evolving our inner glimmer of who we are, why we came here, why we arrived to planet Earth. So be sure to ask yourself right before bed, we're doing some dream surfing, if you will, asking the other world, spirit, to show you specifically, maybe call in an ancestor, pay attention. If you are still a bit confused even, schedule a divination, have some soul support session with me. I do truly believe energy is the medicine of the future. It's always been the medicine. But the elementals, the subtle energies, the imaginal realm, the celestial highway, light, sound, ether, and more, I should say, regulating our energetic centers, our subtle bodies, and those fields, and using light to balance the body from the outside in and the inside to the outside. Beauty truly is health made visible when we're in our glimmer, when we're in our frequency, when our body is totally embodied with this spiritual essence. When we awaken the spirit, that's when we begin to change our lives and our passions ignite. It's on the interwebbings. Join me in my online virtual coven, a grimoire, if you will. I'm super excited on this mystical, magical Monday, which it's always a mystical, magical Monday, right? Join me, though, in the Shamanic Healing Academy. This is an online coven, if you will. It's the Shah in the medium. That's how that came up. But it's designed for you to really share your insight, your magic, and learning and understanding your gift and purpose. And really, we cannot talk about purpose without talking about gift, and we can't talk about gift without acknowledging and accessing purpose. But this coven in the Shamanic Healing Academy is an online community for only $19.99 per month. I do go live in the venue, but coven is more than a gathering of witches who meet regularly. To me, a coven is a place to gather in sacred space, recognizing the elementals, the gift, the magic of each and every one of us within a vibrating community, gathering weekly plus random hits of knowledge on top of that. And you do have access to all of my online courses. It's an online library of energy, medicine, healing, plus some rituals and some magic, even an opportunity to be mentored, assisted really, by yours truly, one-on-one in a group. It's beyond time, I can feel it, and I hope you can too. And my retreats are more about elemental ritual, these gatherings to really connect with your own energy, frequency, vibration in ritual. Gatherings, being a seer of the unseen, following the goddess of the night, the lunar energies through the celestial skies, into the seasons along with the gates. And if you have subscribed here on YouTube, be sure to go ahead and ring that bell, really taking my show, my watch times into the infinite, the unlimited possibilities. The other world is always watching and listening. Share with your friends, be the star that I know you are, heartfelt. And for other mystical musings, you know what we got happening this week. I'm sure you do. Besides the Shamanic Healing Academy, we've got Spill the Tea. We're going to be spilling the tea. If you subscribe to my musing news, Spill the Tea is on the third Friday of each month. It's a live venue through Zoom in an online coven happening at 11:30 a.m. Mountain, arriving this Friday. I'm not sure what I'm going to be chatting about there, but I'm sure it'll be fantastic. But as we flow through the end of the season, the spiritual season of spirit, the final chapter of Pisces, the mystical, the magical, the otherworldly energy, different than that of Pluto or Scorpio, by the way, the shaman's portal, different energies floating in, before we head into the season of Aries, the eclipse season. So it's time to really embrace the subtle ayahuasca is what it feels like, exploring the depths, the deep depths of those waters of not just the ocean, but also the cosmic celestial bodies, the sky beyond the galaxy, really. So whether you are just soaking up the rays of Pisces or flowing with the waves, really using this final chapter of the season to your advantage. As we get ready to embark from one portal, the crown energetic center, into the next, the root center, to manifesting empathy, breaking down some of what we can expect from the upcoming lunar eclipses arriving March 25th. So you'll have the tools along with the tips, creating the ultimate celestial success, if you will. Just get ready to shed the old skin like a snake and embrace, or I should say, embark on a powerful kind of mystical reboot, a reinitiation. And if you do need a little extra soothing support to navigate this upcoming new year, this eclipse season, truly, authentically, go ahead and join the Shamanic Healing Academy. It's for monthly access. We've got calls, I have guidance, bonus content, etc. And just tune into that. But Reflector's guidance this week truly does kick off with the moon in Aries. I don't know if you can feel that kind of a feisty energy. It's fiery too. It's a get her done kind of energy, perfect for tackling any projects that have really been sitting under the rug or under the sheets. But with the sun in Pisces, there's this influence of emotional neglection, if you will. We're neglecting our emotional field. So just be aware of unacknowledged feelings that can erupt or erupt. Sometimes as anger. It is wood. It's spring season, anger. But the opposing side of anger, right, is kindness. Or maybe you feel a little frustration. Whatever it is, take a breath, do a vital heart check-in with your heartfelt self. Meditate, journal about your emotions, feel into your emotions, and really identify what's bubbling beneath the sheets or the surface. Anger is an emotion that does need to be validated. It needs to be released. Maybe a burst of energy. Go out and do some kickboxing, do some running, speak about it, invoke. But it also may be the emotion that is sitting silent in the reverie, masked over a deeper one that's really waiting to be explored and even more validated. And then on Wednesday, we have the moon in Taurus. This is a day to start treating ourselves. Maybe treat yourself with a great conversation. This is on Mercury's day, right? So with the sun in Pisces, the moon in Taurus, we do have some extracurricular celestial bodies on the walk of fame. The Taurus moon, up until the end of May, has this influence of Jupiter, really excelling our manifestations, bringing them into the Earth star. And we also have the initiator or the igniter, the celestial disruptor, Uranus, which may even spark some unexpected downloads, twists of fate, ideas, something to quest about. So if you're feeling stuck, it's time to get your body rooted, grounded in nature specifically. That's when In Spirit Nation may just strike a pose. It's a lightning bolt of eccentric opportunities might get downloaded. So with the sun and the moon in this combination, just be curious of overindulging, over-treating yourself, sugars possibly, alcohol also included. This energy can really take one to the extremes, out into the galaxy, basically those unhealthy extremes. So give time and space, do a vital check-in before you overindulge and possibly feel miserable later. It's like overeating the chocolate. I know all about that myself. And then we have the quest for magic. The moon moves into Gemini, so you might be all intuitively talkative. The moon in Gemini is squaring the sun in Pisces. So this is about embracing this energy throughout the entire weekend by setting our intentions to really find the mystical, find the magic in the everyday world. Go out and talk to a stranger, explore hidden messages, follow up on any intuitive hits or insights or Google hunches when you're searching the interwebs. The universe may open up a new door to something curious and interesting, something questionable. There's lots of potential for the magical, the mystical, even the otherworldly. The ayahuasca subtle magic here in this final chapter of Pisces season. So stay elementally grounded, choose wisely who you share your insights with, your aspirations, dreams, the guardians of your galaxy. Not all the fish in the sea deserve to have access to our deepest, cleverest insights, the mystical and the magical. Keep your heart's visions close as if it's the most precious gem, which it is. Venus also enters Pisces this day. So Venus feels exuberant and at home in the season of Pisces. There's got some exploration is kind of what it feels like. So expect the romance, the dreams, the flavors of artistic inspiration, the possibility of an endless fairy tale, possibly. So being that it also overlaps into the eclipsed arena, the lunar eclipse in Libra, really marking our calendars. Libra is ruled by Venus. That's why I'm saying this. Go into the past, specifically around October 14th-ish. What was happening? Kind of reflect. What transformations or experiences can you kind of mirror about, if you will? With Venus in Virgo, then it may have been some editing, refining. I know that's kind of when I went on my cleansing tangent. Now it's all about beautifying the areas and just adding that into our environment and into our day-to-day lives, even in our relationship corridor. Ooh, just kidding. So think about how you can infuse more art, love, passion, energy, transformation into your relationships, intimate or just partnerships, all the connections, truly all of the connections. We are in a year of mineral in the Dagara cosmology, which is all about community, storytelling, and connections, and being out in society. It's like the society docket. It's on the menu. And of course, what do we have on the menu? So this week on the menu, upcoming, you know it, we've got Spill the Tea, along with the final chapter of Pisces season, the Sacred Spirit Circle Meditation, cleansing our auric field. But Spill the Tea is this Friday. It's live in my online coven. I am also offering Gift and Purpose, not just at Crohn's Hollow, but also online in April. You can join me at Crohn's Hollow in person, March 29th, or online April 10th. So mark your calendars. You're going to be able to purchase tickets online either way. And if you haven't subscribed yet here on YouTube, be sure to do so. Besides the celestial energies and my podcasts, I do have both new and full moon meditations, plus moon rituals, along with my weekly show, which is fantastic, and navigating different airwaves. But on the elemental highway this week, we do have a new month. I did talk about that in the moon ritual. We have a new month pillar, a yin fire rabbit, and a yang wood dog of a day. What a great, fantastic day. Feel the energy there. But this is bursting with innovation, opportunity, ideas. It goes with the theme of the week. Yang wood is the day master that does need all of the elementals for balance. Other day masters don't. So this day master really needs every elemental frequency for balance. Metal to prune and trim up, which we're weak on, and water for sustenance to grow. So this chart is full of nature. Fire is rooted in the dog. It's also in storage. Our day and our month, the rabbit. We may have a friend who is actually a frenemy, somebody who steals our ideas. Somebody shows up in that corridor. So just be aware, be authentic. Yin fire is a warming fire, a candle. So it's like we're being fed creative ideas, passionate ideas, charismatic ideas. Journal. And wood is also about journaling. It's about the activity. And we do have two mountains. The dog and the dragon are mountains, but they are in conflict. They're in opposing directions. One's the end of the wood direction. The other's the end of the metal direction, which are both yin inner energies on top of the mountain, if you will, or the mountains on top of those energies. So this may actually be a rough day for our dogs and our dragons if you have those elementals in your 4 pillars chart, whether it's the month, the day, the year, or the hour. But it's a day to look into the future. It's a forward thrusting thinking, kind of take the lead to be different, to be seen like a big tree. But the dog and the dragon dog, I guess, those are wealth to a yang wood day master. These wealth, it's assets to our day or a person. So this is us creating our own wealth, creating our own assets, knowing that we are the asset. This is not going to the bank. This is really investing in ourselves. But our mission elementally is really metal and water. Those are the elementals we need. Our day is going to need both of these energies, clear connection, clear communication, metal energy, and water is a resource to our day. So we do have fresh spring water deep in the earth, very deep in the earth of the dragon. It's limited. The dragon is protecting it. It's a barrier. And we do have minerals in the dog as well, both in storage in the earth. So water, drink your water, be your own resource, talk to your crystals, listen to what the crystal may have to say. You may hear a sound, a tune, a song, Sandalphon. Yep. Okay, so that's kind of there. But being that we are finishing up the Pisces chapter, the magical spirit realm, today I am actually bringing in the Fae for our cosmic highway here. So let's just change my screen, get my cards out. There we go. And here I am. My gosh, I did that fantastic today. So bringing out the Fae on this Monday, Moon's Day, the Moon's Day. Look at that. I'm going to have this one day, I promise. I've been working on it. Anyway, we've got death. People are always afraid of the death card, right? But the 53, this is about committing to a decision through mental clarity and believing signs, sigils, numbers. This is the soul's harmonic. It's our 8th, 9th energetic center, actually. So on this day, we've got Monday, the Moon's Day, we have something we are letting go of. Death is an ending of something in order to open the door to something new, a freshie. We allow, if we do allow, what is no longer serving us to really be released. And death is part of the fairy challengers. These are the fae that test us, knowing that we have the ability to pass the test. They really bring us face to face with our fears, denials, traumas, dramas, all that kind of stuff. They test our alertness, our awarenesses, our consciousness, our insight, our knowledge, our inner knowledge, our wisdom, our ancient wisdom, and more importantly, how dedicated we are to our own personal growth. Death really brings us, it's natural, it's the timely endings, it's the releasing, it's the liberation, clearing the world and just making room for new growth, new budding and life. And this applies actually to all the realms and all the worlds, the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual, and beyond that, I would say. It's very rarely the physical death, but it does indicate significant change, one that really involves the letting go of the old life, the shedding of the skin in order to move forward into the new. This actually reminds me of kind of the finishing cleansing of the tides of the new moon, actually. But what we often fear about death is truly the unknown. Talk to somebody who has experienced a near-death experience. You'll feel better. But it's the what's next of it all. And often we experience great pain holding on to those aspects of life that we have literally outgrown. And human beings tend to hold on anyway because of the unknowing of the what is next. We tend to stay in a field of familiarity, right? Because we want the guarantee instead of opening doors to those new opportunities into the unknown, the dark, trivial spaces. However, when we open the door, closing them behind us, that is when we discover an entirely new world, one that we can grow and develop into more of what we have the potential of being and becoming. So this is a notification. It's like we're getting the notice at the door that we have reached a natural ending. It's fitting as we're really at the end of Pisces season, don't you think? I think that's kind of curious. So change is in the works. It's timely. It's natural transformation. If you're receiving resistance to it, resistance, think of the spring. Things are budding in the spring and the leaves fall off the trees in the fall. So it's time to really make room for the birthing, the spring of the new, and really letting go. And really let go with love and compassion, be in gratitude for the opportunity, the new opportunities. That's kind of how I see that. And then on Terrific Tuesday, oh boy, we've got the RAR. Look at me getting all crafty. On Mars Day, which is kind of fitting, the RAR. The RAR is this energy literally following death in a way. The RAR is part of the helpline troop, actually. And these are the fae that are associated with the elementals, all the elementals, which is an offering I'm now curating to follow gift and purpose, the elemental highway. But the 52, this is adding intuition to our sensory emotional field and our thoughts. Just being mindful of what we feel and what we intuit. But the RAR is this very exciting energy. I usually see the RAR as a singer of the realm. I find it fantastic. The RAR energy showed up on Mars Day. But this is that wild energy. It's the raw potentials. It adds excitement to everything it touches. On a day when we have the ability to break down and see between worlds, exciting, I believe. But it's an energy that we need to attend to, pay attention to what we are doing, even what we're saying, with both our energy and our intentions, so that we don't get too carried away with this eclectic, bouncy, overly enthusiastic energy, kind of like Winnie the Pooh, if you will. Or Tiger in Winnie the Pooh. However, do take advantage of this energy. Use it wisely. We can get a lot done, things accomplished with all of this energy that's really made available to us, at least on Terrific Tuesday. So this is a great time. It makes it elevated. It makes it more fantastic. So whatever you add to it, it's going to elevate it. And if this energy is not grounded, that's when it can misfire. So really take a breath, take a pause, ground yourself into the elemental of the day, and be clear about your intentions. Be open to some otherworldly guidance. And the other stuff, just flick away the other stuff, I say. Ashe, as always, and blessings, flicking that stuff away. Okay, and then on Mercury's day, Wizardry Wednesday, if you will, we've got the Maiden. Look at me, I'm getting kind of fantastic. The Maiden, isn't she cute? Number 14. I think she's fantastic as well. The Maiden is part of the she. She's got the childlike wonder, but this is being mindful, being curious with childlike wonder, kind of a combination. But it's an understanding of what belongs and what does not belong, what aligns with your heart, not the heart outside of us. It's an inner knowing, an inner understanding. But the she are the wise ones. They're the old ones. It's the ancient wisdom. And they bring or mediate the energy of the singers in all of the worlds. Sometimes they've been called gods, goddesses, but they don't see themselves like that. Each of the she has their own potent magic, powers that really act through all of life and all realms. But the maiden brings very benevolent, auspicious birthing and beginnings, which I find fantastic. It's the birth, the joy, the growth, and the hope. And what's fantastic is this is on Mercury's day, and the 1 and the 4 adds to a 5, which is a Mercury degree, a Mercury number. So all the way from her jeweled crown to her toes, they're glimmering gold. This is the pure absolute joy. That is what she is. She is the face. She's the face of force that really generates growth through all the worlds. She is like the benevolent sparkle. When she smiles, troubles actually fade away. When she dances, that's when flowers bloom. And we're in the spring. So she's born anew every morning and fresh, but she also needs to be nurtured, cared for. So what does that look like? When she transforms into a flower, that's when she needs to be watered, which we need water today, and the sun needs to shine upon her. So this is all about new beginnings. It's all about growth. This is a very auspicious message, by the way, especially if you are beginning something new, which it kind of comes off all the energy from the rar, and now we've got this. So it's spontaneous growth. It's the joy molecules. It's a promise for an abundant future, but we got to nurture and cherish the future. We're in the early stages, just knowing it's okay to be vulnerable, needs like shelter, protection around whatever it is, along with guidance. There is magic brewing, so trust in the process. Take care of the details as well. And the maiden is also our inner child. There's no need to spoil her. I was going to say spot her. Definitely spot her. Don't spoil her. She's really not happy when we do the spoiling because things become spoiled. Just consider what is growing in your life. Create a list of your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, your knowings, and really think about how you can cherish and nurture that. I keep seeing the cherry on the top of the whipped cream. I don't know. And really bless yourself. Give thanks and gratitude to all the growth that you do see around you. So make it fantastic. Then on Jupiter's day, we've got the Solus. I'm going to get the hang of this, I promise. The Solus. This guy is a character, I'm just saying. The Solus on Jupiter's day. He reminds me of like the otherworldly shaman, if you will. He's part of the singers of the realm. So he's like a shaman of the realm of the beings in all the worlds. He's very otherworldly. But the 13, this is attracting what your heart believes to be true, the energetic hiccup that you didn't see coming, the manifestation, Uranus in Taurus, that is unexpected. Literally on Jupiter's day, and Jupiter is in Taurus along with Uranus. So that's kind of curious. But the singers are the great ones whose wings span the multiverse in all dimensions, like angels and divas and saints and all those kinds of things, quite honestly. But when we pray or mediate to the singers, they really love it. They love when we open up our hearts to them. And that's kind of the message here. This is a fiery energy. But it's also the deep wisdom, the inner knowledge and knowing, and just expanding upon our own knowledge on Jupiter's day, with Jupiter in Taurus at the same degree as this message, which is also fantastic. Very curious indeed, I'd say. But this is also consciousness, synthesis, spiritual empowerment, those kinds of things. Solo stands midway between the realms of the singers, physical manifestation in reality, along with the realms of the Fae, this world, and other realms and dimensions. That's why I associate him with the shaman's portal. But the singers dwell in a cosmos without boundaries or differentiations. However, we and the Fae, we do dwell or live in worlds where there are limitations to overcome, boundaries to identify, and even expand upon them, which then furthers our growth. But he's encouraging us to stand on our own 2 feet, recognize our own innate wisdom, and depending upon our own strength, our own inner strength. Be courageous and acknowledge seriously how far we have come, and work with our own gifts and our own talents and really recognizing them, using them as stepping stones. And yet, at the very same time, recognizing that no one does it alone. So he really is helping us to make connections, to have insights that really help us to accept our own wisdom, our energy, and even assistance from other realms. Especially that, on this day, of the singers and the Fae, the otherworldly elementals. Excuse me, I've got a hiccup myself. Maybe I'm overly excited. This is my mom's cup, by the way, her Christmas mug. So with that, it's faith. We have to have faith being human in our spirit space. And Solo sees us as arrows fired from the bow, by the way, choosing our own direction, our own path, and just soaring to those undreamed heights and being empowered by trusting ourselves along with our own creative, ingenious life force, being radiant and energizing and just revitalizing ourselves. So this is an indication that something new is being brought into our lives. I feel like this whole week is partially through our own efforts, but also through the help that we're really opening up to receive from other realms or other people. Miracles, the miraculous may literally take place. So it's movement into the light. That's kind of what's happening. And this is a time to really take action and passing on our blessings. Being of soul service, given from a position of strength and gratitude, it really is the power of love. So I feel that and I love that. And then on Fantastic Friday, Venus's day, let's go over this way and move my elbow. I'm getting better. Maybe, I don't know, am I? I'm trying. On Venus's day, this is a Luathus the Wild. It's like things that go bump in the middle of the night, or in this case, could be the middle of the day. It doesn't really matter, right? But Luathus the Wild, he's a character. He's part of the Fairy Challengers, the 57. This is spirit, spirit being inducted into the spiritual acumen, being mindful of our intuition, paying attention to that inner guidance. And when we listen to our intuitive gift, and we've got plenty of opportunities, it's not just vision, by the way, right? We've got clairaudience, we've got our solar plexus, we've got physical empathy, we've got the guardians of the galaxy. but being mindful of our intuition. And when we then open up our heart, we can feel it, and then we can actually believe it because we have that inner knowing. So I'm going to take that to the bank is what I'm feeling. But he's all about haste, impulsiveness, fire, spontaneity, balance. So can you feel the week? We're filled with fire, literally. Fire is associated with the creative life force, the big bang, if you will. This is the fairy that fires us up. He gets us going. He's recharging our batteries, like accenting creative life force vitality. And he really loves to be around creative energies when things are exciting, when our life force is actually blazing high. He likes to jump in. He's encouraging that energy to burn or blaze higher, get ignited. But we do need to be careful with his energy. He doesn't know words like the slow burn, the warm fire, patience, stuff like that. He can be destructive as well as creative. So this is a message that there's some wild creative energies that are kind of being brought, possibly from the other world, the realm of solace, to whatever position is on the forefront. Because Solus, the singer, the mediator of all the realms. So this is like our intuitive gifting is literally on fire, adding to our creativity. So be open to source. He's energizing the previous message, taking them into the weekend, this birthing of something new and exciting and unexpected, unseen. So thinking and acting and being creative, those are the ingredients here with him. They're always available. New ways of doing things, the old ways are no longer. It's also a message that if you are doing something new, the door truly is open and the time is actually now. So I feel like we're riding this wave into the weekend to get a burst of insight. The moon in Gemini, intuitive gifting, solar plexus, admin channel. So it's important to take a risk. Don't hold back. Something amazing, like unexpectedly amazing, it's at the precipice of great change. It's the miraculous. So having faith, trusting, stay grounded. His energy can be a force that really takes us off on flight. It's exuberant, it's fun, it's exciting. So I'm taking it all. But with this week, our affirmations, I'll say, go back to my cute self over here. This week, I feel connected to spirit is actually my affirmation I came up with, but it's spirits. So not just spirit herself, meaning more than a spirit, more than our own, more than the oneness. It's the otherworldly. It's the ancestors. It's the Fae in this case. The singer Solus, the raw energy potential. Something is releasing, so new things are being birthed. I really tune into that frequency, possibly meditate. Water is about meditation, getting in touch with our emotions, our emotional field, our astral plane, along with our astral field. So with that, of course, make it fantastic. Ashe and blessings. Join me for Spill the Tea coming up soon this Friday and next week in person, Crohn's Hollow. We have Gift and Purpose. So with that, I'll see you on the other side. Make it fantastic. Ashe and blessings.